my dear people of Amazonia. Accept liberation greetings from me, John Akuro. Today is Wednesday, and today is the 10th day of the month of October 2024. I like us to take note about the things that are going on in the Republic of Cameroon this far. I've told our people always that the time is coming when we will call what is happening as an opportunity. And I said before, and I will reiterate, that opportunity makes a lot of sense when it meets preparation. But when opportunity comes in and there is no preparation, obviously it becomes a wasted opportunity. I have been observing what is going on this far in La République du Cameroon, and I can point out here beyond reasonable doubt that there is a lot of confusion right now in that country. I had determined that I was going to wait, give myself time, so that we see exactly what is going on there. You know, sometimes Mr. Paul Biya and his system set out to throw out the kind of messages that we're getting there about, oh, he's dead, oh, his health is failing very seriously, or something is about to happen to him, or there's already a succession issue and all of those things. But one thing is certain is that Mr. Paul Biya is very old. At 91, it is not the same when he was just about 71, when he came and made a noise later on, that was in 2004, that people were interested in his funeral should be getting ready in about 20 years. Today, the situation is different. It is complex. Mr. Paul Biya had international rendezvous that he had indicated even to, foreign powers that he was going to participate. He missed the UN General Assembly in New York. He finally missed the Francophonie session in Paris, although he had given clear indications that he was going to participate at these rendezvous. And I like us to take a look at what had happened before. True that we're locked up in a very uncanny situation, but if we go down memory's lane, there are a lot of things that can be quite revealing of exactly what is going on now. Trust me, I'm not about to announce here something that I haven't really confirmed. It's true that we have sources that have told us that the situation is really bad, but I assure you, because even in the past, in order to discredit credible platforms like this one, they identified that there were people among whom they did not know who exactly was dishing out information to the press. And they made sure, therefore, to vehicle the wrong information to all the sources in a bid to try and discredit the credible press. So today, what I'm trying to point out is, even when, during the COVID, where there were a lot of speculations, in La République du Cameroon, we do not find press releases coming out to tell us that, like the one from the civil cabinet, to say, oh, you see, Mr. Paul Biya is all right, we don't know where these rumors are coming from, like the one from Grégoire Owona making noise and making lousy claims, or like the one from Jacques Famandongo also saying some, shouting some kind of rantings around the place. But you see, the father of them all is the press release published by Atanga Ponji this day, in which he is literally suppressing constitutional rights of the people of La République du Cameroon, the right to free expression, which is enshrined in the country's constitution. He says debates about the situation, the health, and what is going on with the president of the Republic of La République du Cameroon are henceforth forbidden on any television platform during the week, be it during the week or during the weekend. He doesn't end there. He even says that the governors in their various regions are charged with putting in place commissions that will work day and night to scrutinize various media outlets and determine which media outlet is violating his press release. At the same time, he also says they have to monitor social media platforms to find out the authors of any information that will be circulating concerning issues related to the health of the President of the Republic of Cameroon. All this should be very telling, because what they in the Republic of Cameroon fail to understand is that the way the things are going, this avalanche of press releases and even this attempt at suppressing a right the people enjoy from the Constitution by someone who hasn't the powers to do so, who is not endowed with the ability to do so, should tell you how delicate the situation is. I've also come across some information from security sources telling people in the cities of Douala and Yaounde and other cities to be very careful, because there's going to be stop and frisk all of these days. Stop and frisk actually is the US term I'm using. They call it in La République du Cameroun Calais Calais. That they are going to organize Calais Calais across the board to arrest people, and they say they wouldn't care whether you have an identity card or not. They will pick up people because this is rather how they are trying to distract the attention of the public. They claim that there are some bad armed people who have infiltrated the country, and they are heavily armed, and they are likely to cause the population trouble. And this particular security source says people should be weary of staying out of their homes after 6 p.m. in Yaounde and in Douala. So you can see for yourselves how things are evolving. That is number one. They send out press releases to claim that their president of the republic is in good shape, very good state, and carrying out his duties effectively where? In Switzerland. So confirmation that Mr. Paul Biya really doesn't consider Cameroon his country, and really doesn't consider that that is his post of work, that Yaounde is his post of work. Rather, he works in Switzerland and only visits Cameroon. That is very clearly confirmed in the communique by Mr. Mvondo Ayolo from the civil cabinet of the presidency of the Republic of La République du Cameroon. And then, when you look at the press release from Atanga Ponji, it raises a number of concerns. There is a minister of communication who should control what goes on in the communication sector. That is the ministry that accredits or approves radio stations, television stations, that will also provide technical knowledge for the approval of print of the print media in the various areas where the individuals are requesting authorization to operate. And so there is therefore a National Communications Council which is charged with regulating the activities of the media to ensure that the professionals in the sector are adhering to ethical principles. Now, when you find an impetuous approach like the one from Atanga Paul G, you understand therefore that things are going to be very rough. You understand therefore that things are not normal. You understand therefore that the circumstances are delicate. My dear people of Ambazonia, dear folks of the Southern Cameroons, I will use this opportunity to call on each and every one of us to stand ready for what is to come right ahead. Look, while we will continue to posit that Mr. Biya is playing his games as usual, I'd like us to also consider the eventuality of his passing, because that is going to be very, very important. This is why I've always mentioned that it is important for us to urge our self-defense volunteers to work together to build bridges rather than burn them, to make sure that there is synergy in their actions, so that in moments like these ones, they will rise to the occasion and be able to send out the last vestiges of the colonial presence of La République du Cameroon in our territory. We can only do that as a united front, because if we let this opportunity slip our fingers and people go fighting rather each other for hegemony, we will continue fighting each other for hegemony until La République du Cameroon may finish resolving its succession crisis and come and meet us still bickering among ourselves. This is something we must take very seriously. At the same time, I want us to bear in mind that La République du Cameroon and France are definitely working on some dynastic arrangements, because the last of it you see newspaper articles, television articles, radio articles are already coming out trying to do some positioning for Frank Biya in light of the putting in place of a dynastic arrangement. My people, much as that doesn't concern us because it's in a neighboring country, but a lot of spillover is going to happen in our land. We should brace up for a serious influx of people running away from La République du Cameroon. This is why I would try to recall to our people of Amazonia who are in the various towns, villages, and cities of La République du Cameroon. It is time to run back home before you find yourself cornered in a way that you are not able to leave. It is time to run back home. Let's put our heads together and kick the enemy out of our land. There is so much to say. I'm not going to say all of that in this particular broadcast. I will be back here again this Thursday, October 11th, with more updates. I will monitor the situation and I'll be right on here on this platform. Although I'm not in my studio because this time caught me out of home, and so wherever I find myself, I will make sure I come on with updates just as I get them. But one thing I want us to know, Ambazonians, get ready. Ambazonians, get ready. Ambazonians, get ready. We cannot afford to lose any opportunity that comes our way anymore. We must be ready to make capital of any opportunity that comes our way. Don't forget that La République du Cameroon and France may try and devise something to look among our brothers and sisters who have been playing their game and tell us that, for transition, they are trying to get someone from the southern Cameroons to lead a transition. That means that that person will only lead a transition and will not become useful after that transition. And by the way, we have long passed that moment when we really believe that position of responsibility is what we want, or the post of president of the Republic in La République du Cameroon is what we want. We simply want these people who have no idea what it is to develop a country, to develop a community, to put people first, and to ensure liberties and the respect of the human person. We simply want them out of our land so that we will take our own destiny into our own hands and be able to manage our destiny. So, my people, I will be back here. And before I get back here tomorrow, share this link as much as you can. Let our people stay informed. And to God be the glory. Thank you for watching.